coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Interception. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing, Prescott. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Prescott now. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 52 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score of Lions 7, Vikings 7.
On first down, they'll run with the Wangu. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Up the middle to Wangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. There's Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cooper Kupp with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. The Lions sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They'll try and throw for it here.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Prescott. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dancing to his left.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Slot man moves right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Forced out to his left. Caught on the slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Detroit!
Jamison Williams
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, it's Prescott. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. After the sack on first down, Prescott for Keenan Allen. That's complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Prescott from the gun on third. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 34 yards. And the Vikings first down.
In motion left is Hopkins. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Smith Jr.
from 21 yards away.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hopkins, a man in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott buying time what's left. They'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. Everybody picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
In motion right comes Allen. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Marr on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He's back to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Vikings,